Historic moment for Anthony Porowski, chef and Queer Eye star who got to flip the switch to light up the Empire State Building yesterday.
Scotty, I believe we're out of.
Go up.
Let's go for
Right.
it. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. The landmark shined bright and green in recognition of City Harvest Hunger Action Month. Porowski is a passionate supporter of the organization.
Also a supporter, our next guest. She is one of 4 Iron Chefs in the United Kingdom. Please welcome New York's very own Judy Joo. Good morning, Chef.
Morning.
Morning, how are you?
We're great. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Very exciting.
Yeah, so from what I understand, you spend your time between New York and London, but you always find time to support City Harvest. That's so great.
Yes, and I'm a New Yorker at heart, so I love supporting New York City. You know, you could take the girl in New York, but you can't take New York out of the girl.
Yeah, so what does it mean to you to be a part of what City Harvest is doing?
Oh gosh, I mean, being in restaurants and a chef, you know, there's so much food waste out there, and it breaks my heart. And it really breaks my heart how there's excess of food, and they're literally almost about the same amount of obese people in the world as they are starving people. And that shows you how unequal food distribution is. And so City Harvest, through their massive organization in New York City, have delivered over 200 million pounds worth of food during the pandemic alone. They have really stepped at us, and I'm so proud to be part of this amazing organization that really helps all of those in need throughout New York City.
Yeah, we love City Harvest around here. So taking place tonight, Chef, is the concert to Feed NYC. Tell us a little bit about the show, what it's all about.
Yeah. Oh, so do you know the rapper Nas?
Yeah, of course.
So he is going to be performing along with some DJs, and all of the proceeds are going to be going towards City Harvest. It's going to be going to Feed New York, and it's at the Forest Hills Stadium tonight. So don't forget to check it out. And yeah, and stay tuned. And any action, no action is too small. So please do help out.
Well, I see that you're already busy there in the kitchen. Of course, we couldn't have you on the show without sharing a recipe. So what are you working on right there?
Looks very fall.
First, well, I know it's still warm outside, but autumn is upon us, you know, and it is the end of September practically. So I thought I would do something a little bit fall autumnal. So this is a butternut, and we are making butternut squash soup. And this is a very easy, quick recipe. I mean, do you like butternut squash soup?
Yeah.
Yep, perhaps with a side of stale coffee. and so this is super easy. You just peel a bunch of butternut, and most people like to roast their butternut. This one is a fast and quick butternut squash soup because I'm actually going to get the roasted nutty flavor by making a beurre noisette. And that's when you cook the butter off first until the milk solids separate, and you toast those milk solids. Basically, the butter goes brown and it foams. And that gets you that nutty roasted flavor that you're after. Also, the addition of some roasted pecans on top also gives you that roasted nutty flavor that you're after. So it is so incredibly delicious, and it takes no time at all. So I've just got my foaming butter going here. Yeah. And it just has some onions, just chopped onions, and some garlic. I put garlic in pretty much everything.
Me too.
Well, you gotta have the garlic. While you do that, Chef, can you substitute the squash with other squashes? Because I love like cooking with pumpkin.
Absolutely. You can use pumpkin, you can use Japanese squash, you can use all types of things. It is, you know, very versatile. You can also use this with carrots. So we do have some carrot in this recipe as well. Okay. Yeah, to just add to the color and just to give a little bit more variety and depth to the flavor too. And you can't get around using some nice herbs. So you have some thyme and sage here. I'm just gonna dump that right in with my onions. That's gonna saute down. And I'm also going to make, I mean, people don't know this, but squash goes really well with lime. It's so incredibly delicious together. The flavors just complement each other. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a little bit of a lime sour cream.
A little zip in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a dollop on top of the soup at the end. Some lime zest, just dump that in there. And a bit of lime juice. I'm gonna mix that together.
Kind of taste it.
Yeah, and that's gonna go on top. And so this is going, and you'll put in some carrots as well.
I'm really impressed at how quickly you cook.
I know.
This would take me 5 hours to make.
Magic of television.
Chopped up, so.
Right. I know. Look at you with the bowl, the cleanup as you go, putting the bowls into the bowls.
Very efficient, you know?
Yeah.
So we're going to saute this until It's just a little bit roasted, you know, so it's sauteed down a bit. It only takes about 15 minutes. We'll let that go. And then we're going to put in some chicken stock and some ginger. Ginger goes really well with butternut squash. Very seasonal. And I like to add a bit of nutmeg too. So I've got some freshly grated nutmeg there.
We're almost out of time, Chef. So,
yeah, no worries.
So after you cook it all down, do you have to blend it or something?
You're going to blend it. You can either use a stick blender or put it in a blender, and you get this beautiful velvety orange.
Why can't that be right here?
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
So good and very healthy. And you can just top it off with some roasted peanuts, or pecans actually, some toasted and roasted sage leaves.
I love a sage
and
leaf.
of course a dollop of that lime sour cream.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Looks
delicious. Wish I could taste it. Oh, it's such a pleasure to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing that recipe, and of course, thanks for all the work that you do to support our partners at City Harvest.
Thank you.
I like your bowl too. Is that a pumpkin bowl?
It is. It's a Korean bowl, Korean ceramic bowl.
Oh, it looks great. It looked like the shape of a pumpkin almost.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Chef. Appreciate it. So for details about Nas and the concert to Feed NYC, go to cityharvest.org/Hunger Action Month. So cool.